Hi everyone, I'm Mikael from Intact, Denmark. I'm Jewish, I was circumcised as a baby, and now I'm chairman of the Danish organization Intact Denmark. I wish Mogis and the other organization the best of luck with your online manifestation of the Worldwide Day of Genital Autonomy. Today I want to talk to you about shame. The other day I read a very interesting article about the social function of shame. The occasion was that some Danish politician had been criticized for telling people to be shameful of not keeping social distance. Shame should not be a political tool, the critics say. But the author of the article was actually much more nuanced. There is shame for a meaningful collective purpose. We should be shameful of racism. We should be shameful for creating more and more inequality of society. And companies should be shameful of tax evasion, etc. But then there is the brutal shame, and the author mentioned Donald Trump as an example of that. He is shameless. His total showdown with shame tells us how important shame is. It is a precondition of civilization because, and that's the interesting thing, because in shame the norms of the community are tied directly to the body of each individual citizen. Shame is an emotion, it is a bodily reaction. And this makes me think of the slogan of Intact Denmark, which in Danish goes, "Man skærer der ikke raske børn." In German it would be something like, "Man schneidet doch nicht in gesunde Kindern." And in English it's a bit more difficult to translate, but I guess something like, "Of course no one should cut into healthy children's bodies." Now, some of our opponents have criticized our slogan, saying that it is a way of othering or pointing fingers at those minorities that practice circumcision. We are allegedly marginalizing these minorities from the community of good citizens by the simple truism that of course no parent deliberately want to harm their child, and the accusation that that is exactly what they do. The critique is an emotional critique. Those who defend the practice of circumcision do not want to be exposed as some who cut and harm healthy children. It's indeed shameful, and they have good reason to feel hit by our slogan. They criticize our way of speaking about circumcision in realistic terms as a harmful amputation of healthy part of boys' penises. They only want to talk about circumcision in positive phrases as a welcome to the world and a ritual which has great significance, etc. But from the reactions to our slogan, it is clear that the accusation of harming a child unnecessarily is received with shame. Therefore, the newspaper article made me understand that our slogan does its job. It makes defenders of circumcision feel shameful, which they should. But not only parents and circumcisers, also countries that make circumcision of boys legal, like for instance Denmark and Germany and the rest of the world, should feel shameful. Even the United Nations must be blamed. Although UN has a document, the Convention of the Rights of the Child, whose aim clearly is to protect children from unnecessary violence and harm, UN has not been willing to accept the logic of their own convention, which is that this goes for all children, not only girls. Instead, UN talks evasively and don't want to address the issue directly. This is the greatest shame, that international human rights organizations do not draw the consequences of their own resolutions, and that states that have subscribed to the convention don't follow up by action. So let's go on pointing out the shame of circumcision. We don't need aggressive hate speak. We don't need verbal attacks. We only need to point out that cutting into babies' healthy genitals is not the right way of treating our children. Thank you, and again, best of luck with the online Worldwide Day of Genital Autonomy.